Is
Blah.
we're
Well,
playing Rocket League
Dude,
today.
there could be girls here too, bro. That's kind of weird. Honestly, Brody, that was offensive.
What was?
Hello, guys.
Oh,
What if there's
guys, is
girls
girls and
watching?
boys.
what if there's girls watching? Yeah.
Guys is girls. No, that's you're thinking of gals for girls. Sorry.
I'm pinging the Discord for
I need
members
an
only.
invite.
So you're in there. What are you talking about?
What? Oh, whoa! I was in training, bro. I forgot.
This guy. This guy. We're playing Rocket League, guys.
Oh,
Let me turn off my freaking chat. YouTube chat. It was on. Okay. No, we do not need a player 5 cheesy boy.
shot.
We actually have a guest. Bash is with me, so
We're just gonna play a normal
He's
match.
taking-
Nobody start. Nobody click
won't
join.
start.
Actually, you know what? I
Gosh, no.
think if as long as one of us doesn't click join, it's fine.
What? I'm
Uh,
loading into a game.
Oh,
yeah, I'm loading it.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Bash.
okay. I'm gonna start the podcast. Ready, guys? Ready.
Oh,
ready.
I'm ready.
Okay. And 3, 2, 1. Welcome to the Internet Culture Podcast. Today, I am joined by some of the most finest individuals that I have ever known. Nuckwit
Hey.
and Smetka.
Hi.
Oh my gosh, it put me off the team. But yeah, this is an awesome podcast. We're excited to have you guys with us. If this is your first time joining, make sure to leave a big old dislike.
Unless you really like it, and then
Unless
just
you
leave a
really
like.
like it, and then leave a comment. We are apparently
Comment.
the best podcast in America. Factual. I made that up. First things first, we're going to talk about our first big old topic. And that topic would be Dune 2. For a while, I've avoided this
Oh
topic.
my gosh.
For a while, I've avoided this topic because I didn't know if there was anything to talk about, but I did know that I loved the movie. So, with that being said, recently, there's been a lot of Twitter, TikTok debate, mainly on TikTok, let's be honest. That's where the brain rot comes from. Talking about Dune 2, and specifically the Dune franchise, being as good, if not better,
Oh.
than Star Wars. I think that's insane, but I have some insider knowledge that maybe somebody else in this podcast doesn't think that.
I would be that someone else.
Who is
I think that Dune, with the spot that Star Wars is in right now, I think that Dune actually has the chance to be the Star Wars of like this generation, this next generation. Because let's be honest, Star Wars has gone downhill quite a bit. And if you've seen Dune, it sets up for an amazing universe with lots of just like lore and I mean just stuff that's straight up like I don't know, like it literally reminds me of Star Wars nonstop. And it makes sense too because you know the George Lucas. Oh my gosh!
He
what just
kissed his sister.
happened? George Lucas. He did kiss his sister.
No, but I think that
Based Star Wars off of Dune, or took inspiration from, I should say. And I think Dune, like, if you guys haven't seen it, you got to check it out. I think it sets up for a really good universe that we'll see more and more of as time goes on.
well, before the podcast started, you didn't know that I knew this, but the creator of Dune has already spoke out and said that she will not be going past the next Dune book in movies.
What?
The current director will not go past the next Dune book.
Damn.
So we're
That's
only
what
going
she
to
said.
book 2?
We're only going to book 2, and once we're done with book
Bruh.
2, she said it got too weird.
Bruh.
Yeah,
That sucks. What? Get a new director. No, I'm kidding. They're really good.
that actually might be what happens. I mean, if we really want to see, I mean, let's be honest. The money's green. People are gonna watch it. People are gonna play it. People are gonna want to see it. And, they might just get a new director. Realistically, that's
No,
a very
honestly.
honest solution. Is getting a new director. I think it could happen.
It could ruin the movie, though.
It could
Yeah,
also ruin the movie, but we've seen cases where a new director can do decent, at least. Normally, I will say it does not do well. But It could do better. It could do better. It could do
It could
the same.
technically do even better.
Yeah.
We'll really have to see where they take it from here, honestly.
I mean, history is repeating itself because like that the same thing happened with Iron Man. The director of the first two didn't want to direct the third one, so they ended up just getting a new director for the third one. You know?
Yeah, and is it the
Same.
next MCU instead of the next Star Wars? Could there be a connected universe? Could there be spin-off series? Could there be a streaming service platform to come and take Dune?
That would be nice.
Many people
Well-
actually do not know this, but many people actually acted in a oh my gosh, I can hear you guys. One sec.
Hi. Sorry.
No, I can't hear you guys.
0.
Sorry about it, bloke.
Okay, I got out of the freaking voice chat. But yeah, what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. Damn it. I was gonna say could it be the next MCU? Could there be a streaming service that gets picked up? There was actually a Sons of Dune service at one point that that saw the light of day, and I think it was 2012. It had the actor that plays Charles Xavier in the X-Men First Class. That was a real thing. It was a
James
genuinely real
McAvoy?
thing. Sons of Dune was a real thing, and they did talk about Leto. They didn't get to the nitty gritty, as some would say, but they did actually have a Sons of Dune thing, which was very interesting. Interesting to see for sure. What?
Very interesting indeed.
But yeah, it was an interesting series. It didn't really
Oh, yeah.
take off, or we would probably be talking about this more right
Wait,
now.
it was a TV show.
Yeah, Sons
called
of
Sons of
Dune,
Dunes?
real TV show.
I actually
Not a
literally
big
never
TV
heard of
show,
that.
But
And
it
it was
a TV
it was
show.
based like it was in the Dune universe.
Yeah, it was in the Dune universe. It was talking about Leto, which is the next what the next book covers. Leto the Second.
That's cool. That's cool. Okay. Because there was, for those of you who don't know, there was an original Dune movie.
There was.
A long time ago that basically the first and second Dune movie in the current generation, I guess, were both the first movie, like both the old one. So take that as you will. The
take
old
that as
movie's
you
not as
will.
good.
I think Cyril literally just slam dunked his topic. With that being said, I think we have another topic we want to talk about. There's not much to say on Dune 2 because we really don't know how far it's going to go. Actually, you know what? No,
It's
we do
really
want to
good,
talk
though.
about this because I'm going to glaze some Star Wars real fast.
Nah,
I'm gonna glaze
bruh.
some Star Wars real fast because Star Wars is one of the best movies of all time, and you can't tell me otherwise. People are comparing Timothée Chalamet's Paul Atreides to freaking Anakin Skywalker.
They're similar characters, bro.
They're similar characters, but they're not Anakin.
They're similar characters, dude.
Oh
I think
yeah, did Dune?
You know what
did
I was
Paul
called?
Atreides
You know
kissed
what?
his sister?
This-
No,
this-
no, he didn't.
This is a case. This is a case of nostalgia bias, bro. And I think it's a huge case
partially-
of nostalgia bias for you.
partially, but I'm gonna tell you right now, it is a good movie, and that nostalgia bias lives on in everyone. And I
It
think
does. It
currently
does.
The
I'm
nostalgia,
hoping
the
that'll happen with
nostalgia-
Dune.
The nostalgia potential doesn't seem to be there to the same extent.
That was kind
Does
of
it? Doesn't seem
Speaking
to
of
be there.
Star
I-
Wars,
well,
Star
but that's
Wars
but
was
you can
a
say that
cult
about any
classic
new
for
gen.
Always.
Yeah, and speaking of Star Wars, the new TV show.
yeah,
all the new
Acolyte.
Star Wars stuff is pretty much bad, which is I think
Oh.
the
Dune will
only-
never, bro.
I think that's the biggest grounds for Star
Oh,
Wars getting ruined. I
dissing
think
Star
for
Wars.
Dune to take over, Star Wars would have to continue to be ruined by the current owners of Star Wars, Disney.
And they do it, and they
And
continue
they
to
are
do it.
doing it, and they are continuing to do it. Honestly,
Did you see the?
I think it's the same case for
Acolyte?
like a DCEU reboot, and like how well that could be. You know?
Is the Star Wars show out yet? The new one?
No, they just announced it.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't even think it's out yet, buddy.
No, but
Yeah.
The Mandalorian season 3 was terrible, and Andor was freaking. It didn't
I
get the
wouldn't-
attention that it deserved. And
I think.
season 3 was bad. From a
I
film
think it's just
perspective.
based-
Season 1 and 2 was good.
It's
Season
really
3 is
depending
bad.
on the writer and directors of the show now, because like a lot of Marvel shows have been tanking too. But then X-Men '97 came out recently, which is an absolute banger so far. Oh my gosh! I'm sorry, my bias is just the show is pretty good. I haven't even seen the original, and I like it. So I mean, I think it's just it kind of just shows that I don't think it's dying. I think it's just some projects are in the hands of other people's hands, are in different hands. You know.
I was on 4 wheels in a ball. But yeah, dude, I definitely see where you're coming from. I understand. Dune, I think it doesn't have the thing of nostalgia that Star Wars did have for so many people, old and young people.
But it hasn't been out long enough to say that.
But I think that
it hasn't.
It's just hard to capture that nostalgia, though, that other movies have had. When's the last time you genuinely thought about Oppenheimer?
I
haven't even watched Oppenheimer, so I
I know, but there's a lot of people like you that didn't even watch it, you know?
Mm-hmm. I don't think Oppenheimer is as cool as Dune. I don't think Oppenheimer has room enough to be a classic. Because first of all, Oppenheimer's like a completely different genre of music.
That's a non-sci-fi, yeah.
Or music movie.
That's non-sci-fi for sure. I get what you're saying there on that point. But like at the same time, I just think that there's a lot of movies that have the chance to be a good movie, but I don't know. They just don't have the nostalgia that Star Wars has, in my opinion. I don't think Dune has the chance as much as you do, which is okay. I mean, I guess that's everybody's opinion. That shot me across the freaking map.
Oh, that's cool. But anyways, what do we got next?
The next topic is going to be Mr. Beast's game show on Amazon Prime. So I think there's a little bit of things that we can talk about before we actually dive into this, because I think that there's also the matter of the fact that Mr. Beast has been doing this for a long time. He posted his videos on Twitter. He does not have much loyalty to YouTube, and YouTube needs to get their stuff together before Mr. Beast just leaves. Honestly. I mean, if he's gonna have this, if he's gonna have this TV show on Amazon Prime, and he's able to get people to pay to watch his content as well, I mean, there's no reason for him to be on YouTube if he can get people to pay and he can make more, and that's a better business model.
Is it out?
It's not out yet.
No, I think it's
announced.
okay.
It's announced.
Yeah. If it really depends on how the show performs, but if the show performs like really well, you know, YouTube might be a little bit.
I don't know how YouTube let this happen, bro. I would be shuffling so much money towards him in this case.
Yeah, when you see that on like YouTube,
I think the only way that this would happen is that he specifically did not want to go to YouTube for this.
Yeah, that's true.
That's the only way I saw this happening, because they put him on the home page, they put him on the recommended page, they put him on Google Preferred. If you log into an account, a TV is the way that I've been seeing it the best. But if it's a non-YouTube account, you're gonna see Mr. Beast. There's no chance that you don't.
Yeah, he's the top dog right now.
Well, I mean, like, he's just Google preferred everything, so everyone knows who he is. But with what I was gonna say is that he's been going on Twitter for a long time. Like, Twitter has been a place where he's been uploading regular videos.
That. I thought he wasn't making much money on there, though. He said
he's not. He's clearly not. I mean, I don't know how he would be. Twitter is not profitable. I mean, even the freaking CEO of Twitter will tell you it's not profitable.
I think he said that. I think they've had conversations about that. Well, because I remember, like, Mr. Beast did a thing, too. He was like, guess the amount of money I made on that Twitter, or the X video, I guess. And like, you'd win, like, $50,000, like, if you guessed correctly the profit he made. I don't remember what it was.
$50,000, I'd imagine.
Oh, yeah. No, I doubt he made his money worth. But I think, I'm sure you can dual upload on YouTube and... on YouTube and Twitter for that.
Yeah, probably.
Which is probably what he. I mean, might as well, man. Why not, right?
Yeah, I mean, if it's
even if it's small money, it's still extra money.
And if it's later, like let's say it's posted like, you know, a week and a half later. I mean, normally that content's kind of over with, but instead he just got $50,000 more, you know.
Mm-hmm. No, right. I think it's a good plan. But anyways, about his show, I do think that it's pretty interesting that he chose to go with Amazon, but I think it's a smart choice.
I agree. I think it is a smart choice. You know, Dead Donut just recommended a topic that I actually forgot about, and I didn't know if I wanted to talk about because it seemed like not a big deal, but I think it actually is a way bigger deal than what I'm thinking, if this is actually true. Keep in mind, this is something that, not Dead Donut, Dylan said in the chat, not, not something that I have fact-checked extensively yet, but he just told me just now that, I'm sorry, dude, I
No, you're good.
Like, actually, I just thought she, like, just missed it or something. But,
No, you're good. I don't. My controller died or something.
They said that he just told me that they are adding Fall Guys to the Fortnite creative mode.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Which, if that's a real thing,
Yeah,
that will
they are.
genuinely change, like not YouTube. That'll change Fortnite forever. That means a big deal for Fortnite, because that means that Fortnite will just eventually port all Epic Games over. Rocket League is literally an Epic Games game,
Yeah.
and they'll just port that over. Why wouldn't they? Why they have no reason not to?
Well, I think that's their
Especially when you
plan.
can get
I think
all
we've
of
been
your
talking about
things
that for a
on one.
while.
I mean, Lego is on there. You know, we got Rocket Racing. We got Rocket League cars in Fortnite. We got literally everything on Fortnite. It's crazy. He kissed his sister on Fortnite.
What? I'd love to kiss the. I'm gonna stop talking.
But I think they even mentioned that before too, though, that they want Fortnite to become sort of like basically a more accessible Unreal Engine.
Yeah,
More or less. Like it is literally. I mean, because it uses Unreal Engine. Like, I mean, Fortnite obviously is made on Unreal Engine, but
Well, they also added a bunch of physics to the game as well.
yeah, no, they've like made the creating on it with Creative 2.0. It's just like kind of limitless. Like, obviously there's some limitations. It's a lot more limitless than any other thing we've ever had. I mean,
Yeah.
it's you know, the only other thing I can think of, there's like a more indie game called Dreams. If you guys have heard of that.
Yeah, I know
it
exactly.
was
Oh, I've
made
heard of that.
for
It's like Roblox.
Dreams is really good. Yeah, it is kind of like Roblox, but I think that's more or less what Fortnite's trying to do with creative, which I think if they do it successfully will be really beneficial for the gaming community.
It definitely will. It definitely will. It's a big deal.
Yes. Crazy, man.
Oh, me and C Block don't play. Me and C Block don't play.
My mom walked in while we were filming the podcast, so I was not paying attention whatsoever. But Fortnite having that added is a big deal, a very big deal. I think that personally that will make Fortnite no longer a game. I don't
What do you
think
mean?
it's
Like
more
Chase
than a
I don't
game.
think Fortnite's a game anymore. I think Zero Build is the game.
Uh-oh.
I don't
More
think
than a
Fortnite
game.
is a game anymore. I think that it's becoming Epic Games. Fortnite is just Epic Games.
Oh, I see what you mean.
You know what I'm saying? It's no
Just like
longer a.
It's no longer
it's
just
a
a battle
festival.
royale.
It's not a yeah. It's
yeah,
not a battle
it's a
royale.
lot more.
Fortnite is like we're not playing Fortnite. We're playing battle royale. You know, we're not
Right,
playing
right.
the same stuff. Oh my gosh.
C Block. C Block.
C block rose me.
Oh, what?
Watch.
It said C Block. That's why. Oh, maybe. Oh, that's why. Because he tapped it last. That's what it was.
That was yeah. C block goated, I guess.
I mean, C Block. We just run that shit. We just run
Fortnite.
That's my first game I've lost. This is tough. I don't think Fortnite's taking over Epic Games. I think Epic Games is giving Fortnite the world. Honestly.
No, I think it's on purpose for sure.
I like
In
it.
Fortnite, well, if
I
you think
kinda
about it,
like it.
Fortnite
I
it's like
kinda
the
like
most
it, honestly.
profitable game. I mean, it's got to be one of the most profitable games right now. You know?
It is. It
I
definitely
mean,
is.
just maybe of all time. I don't know. It's just the facts on that. I'd assume it's definitely one of the most profitable games of all time, bro. Because kids want their skins, bro. You know?
Man.
And I think just adding more stuff to that, I think that's smart for them.
Licensing out to with all the properties they've licensed to is a really
That's-
smart move for them in the beginning because look
Oh,
how
yeah.
much it's paid off.
Yeah.
More,
Like,
I mean, it's
I think
definitely a
more
big deal.
games are gonna start doing that after.
We'll see. We'll have to
more
see.
time
We'll have
goes
to
by.
see. We'll have to see on Fortnite. It adding all these things is just a big push, though.
no.
Right.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's a big deal though. It's a very big deal, extremely big deal. My final talk, or not my final topic at all. What the heck? One of my next topics is going to be streamer pay. So recently, the background of this topic is that I was watching the Jinxie podcast, and if you guys haven't watched that, it's honestly an amazing podcast. You should definitely watch it. It's a great podcast, genuinely. It is genuinely one of the better podcasts I've watched. Sneeko video, unrelated, because they did get in some beef on that. And we do have our opinions here at the Brody 2WD channel nation that there might be some things that I'm not absolutely loving about the Fortnite stuff that's going on. or not the Fortnite. Oh my gosh, bro, the podcast stuff that's going on. I mean, his interview with Nico what did feel very partisan.
Oh yeah,
away from.
And we talked about that a couple weeks ago.
With that being said, I think he can have one mess up. I mean, come on, guys. He's a human being. He's learning this. He's not. It's not like he just spawned in and like knows how to do a podcast perfectly. I mean, he's gonna fail before he gets it right. And I think the sketch podcast is a good point on how you can get it right. You know, I mean, he got it really right there. It was a really solid, fun podcast, and you got to see a lot more unhinged. You've never seen before. Well, I mean, it was unhinged, but that's sketch for you.
No, I agree. I think it was cool. Like I actually really liked the sketch episode. Although they were like really high and like not able to focus on anything, it was just nice to.
It wasn't very professional, but I think that was the
I don't think that
aspect
matters.
that you had to have with sketch. I don't think you could have a professional podcast with sketch.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, it was cool to hear about like his schooling and stuff. Like he was talking about the college that he went to. I mean, I think it was interesting. Well, I think the GC podcast is really successful.
Them getting out of their normal minds into something else actually helped him come clean because he wasn't playing a character.
Mm-hmm. Well, he's always playing a character. I think he still was.
He still was playing a character partially, but I think also it's just himself exaggerated, which is true of everyone. I think he's genuinely a funny guy. I don't think he's like a lot of. I think my opinion's changed a little bit on him after I've seen him stream for more, because I started actually genuinely watching sketch streams and sketch videos, and there's no way it's a character at all. Actually, like from what I've seen, it's just an exaggeration of his true self, because if it was a character, there's no way he could keep it up for the amount of time that he does. He keeps it up for hours upon hours upon hours, man.
Yeah, no, it's pretty. Oh damn! I just set you up so well. It's pretty. I think you're right, because I think that like it is a character in the sense that it's literally just like he's playing into everything that people perceive him as almost.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like he plays into the perception that he is given because it is the most profitable and entertaining. And I think he does it really well. I don't think there's anything wrong with that either. I think that's just playing with the cards you're dealt. I think that's just life, man. Whether like you like it or not. Beast is goated, by the way. Whether you like it or not, I think that's just how it is.
I don't like Beast.
Dude, Mr. Beast is goated. What are you talking about?
Yeah, dude. I mean, I agree. I definitely agree. I think that there's a lot of things going on.
Mrs. Beast.
In that, but anyways, we were gonna talk about non-Jinxie podcast things. Streamer pay. Do we think that it's like actually a good thing that streamers are paid as much as they are? Because when I was looking at the Jinxie podcast specifically, I was looking at it and I was
Beast,
like,
get out the way! What are you doing?
I was like, he is in a different house, and then he confirmed that he was in a different house on the recent podcast. So I was like, okay, interesting. He's on like an entire resort of a house, which means that the house is at least decently expensive. Speaking of, they were talking of how expensive houses can be in his area at one point. So he definitely has a lot of money. He has a lot of money. So is that pay? Do you guys believe that streamer pay is deserved? Is it a deserved thing? Is it something that, you know, they've worked hard for, so they deserve it? Or is it some of the notion of like, I don't know, they deserve it. They just sit around, play video games, you know, etc. Do we think that? What are we thinking?
Well, I think since it's dependent on the viewership, I think that, or like not only the viewership, but who chooses to donate. Yeah, I feel like I think it's incredibly like valid. I mean, I don't think like, you know, I just. Hold on, okay, I'm trying to let me think about what I said. I just say it.
Get what you're saying,
I think it's just being donated to is how they make most of their profits. And so as long as people are paying for it, then it's gonna be an industry and it's gonna be something that stays relevant. And it's like whether you like it or not, I mean, the populace is what's deciding their paycheck. It's not just themselves, or it's not whoever else. It's not their boss. They don't have a boss. So I think it's actually more valid than most jobs because it's an entertainment that people pay for if they want to. It's not, you don't even have to. It's literally if you just want to. And it's kind of crazy that it's as lucrative as it is, in my opinion. I don't think that's a bad thing, though. So
Yeah,
that's my
I
take.
think that it's a good thing. I think that he worked extremely hard for this. He also talks about how he literally like sat there for, specifically with Jinxie. I don't know about other streamers. I mean, some streamers just get lucky, extremely lucky, and I will say that. But I think even the lucky streamers deserve what they've earned, because it's not like you can get lucky once and fall off of relevance. You don't get lucky many, many times over. You kind of get lucky once and then you capitalize on it. And Jinxie talks about how he had 0 viewers for a long time. And when he finally had that video that blew up, that stream that blew up, he capitalized on it over anything else, which I think is really respectable, and I think that that's something that he deserves because of that, because he was smart with the way he made moves on the internet. And I mean, I've talked about this a lot of times. You know, it's about luck on the internet, but also to that same degree, it's also about rolling the dice as much as you possibly can. And 99% of gamblers stop before they hit big.
That's actually a good point.
I mean, I'm not.
You
I'm
keep
saying
rolling that dice,
Yeah.
and you keep throwing all your money in the pot.
No,
and
not in
eventually,
a gambling
no.
sense. That's different. But like doing something you enjoy, streaming is never going to be something that I don't enjoy. It's something that I will always enjoy. So me continuously rolling the dice isn't affecting me negatively. Like, it may affect my time and it may affect things like that, but ultimately, am I just going to stop doing things I enjoy? Well, no. It would just be something other than streaming eventually. So that would be the only thing that I could see. So if I'm continuously rolling the dice and I end up rolling the dice and landing big, I mean, are you going to take a gambler's money away? No. Are you going to take my time that I spent making nothing, doing nothing away? No. It's just a thing of that, I feel. That's my personal opinion on it. And I also think that streaming is harder than your 9 to 5, and I can prove it. I can prove it.
Oh no. Oh no.
You guys ever been to McDonald's? No, yeah, but
If you guys-
celebrities, yeah, that's one of the perks about being a celebrity now is that a lot of
Now.
streamers are not now. I don't know why I said now. But like a lot of streamers in like today, they're able to do more than what a lot of Hollywood's A-list celebrities do. Like to get to where they were, they'd have to like work a bunch. All that streamers have to do is just sit back and just entertain for undisclosed amount of hours. What?
You believe that?
What?
So are you arguing that they are not worth it?
Worth what? Wait, what? What's?
I'm just confused.
Like,
on
do you
what
think
your
they
point
work
is.
for the money they get? Like, do you think it's the job? Like, it makes. Do you think they should get paid less? Do you think streamers should make less? money?
No, that's not. I was just saying is that's like a. It's like I guess it's like a perk of. Because not only are you a celebrity now, but you don't really. You just don't have to work. You know, work as hard.
I
guess.
would disagree on that point. I think
Well-
that streamers are working as hard as celebrities in most cases because
I mean-
ultimately it is an entertainment field. I would say that
There's
streaming
multiple
is just as hard as
different
any
types of
other
celebrities, but,
entertainment field.
Like you gotta think about
Well,
like the.
I
the
would say it's
bigger
less harder than like
picture.
being like. I would say it's definitely less hard than like being in
acting's
the
a
film
hard
industry
gig.
or like acting.
It
But
all
I
depends
think
Yeah,
on-
acting's a hard gig.
I
Stunt.
mean,
You got to
they're
think
doing
about like
everything as
stuntmen. Stuntmen are also considered celebrities, and they're like risking their lives for film and all that. Acting is actually a pretty hard job. Like you got to sit. Like that's something
And
that you got to
barely
take
any
practice
actors
at.
really like make it, you know. Which I
Yeah.
guess is the same
No,
for
I'm-
streaming.
I mean,
But-
I think that if anything, it would be comparable to streaming, yes. But I don't think, I don't think saying one is harder than the other. Because it is hard. I know it is hard. It's just hard in a different way. Just like with the 9 to 5.
Hard.
I mean, everything's hard. Yeah,
It's hard.
yeah. Like me. No, wait. What? No.
Knuckwit. Oh my gosh, this goof, bro.
This guy.
If-
Okay,
No,
final
but-
topic I want to talk about real fast is Neo being unbanned. We got like a couple minutes
Neo.
left. Quick trigger warning to anybody who
Neon.
hates Neon. Neo is fine too. It's kind of funny to say Neo
From the
too.
Matrix.
Yeah, from the
That's what I
Matrix.
was thinking. I was like, bro, what?
Yeah, he's bald and he also got banned on Kick.
And he's in the Matrix.
Classic.
And he's in the Matrix. True.
He did all that.
And he's also
Keanu Reeves would be
Reeves.
ashamed.
But yeah, Neon got unbanned on
Rah.
Twitch, and it's because he said,
Oh, it's Kick.
pretty please unban me. And that's like almost kind of how his apology went. He didn't
That's
apologize.
a good
If
impression.
you don't know what he did, he said he was
I
going
didn't watch
to
it.
hurt someone in a sexual way that was a minor.
Wow.
A minor,
or a sister
yeah.
of a kid that is presumably someone that's like 9, 10 years old. And he
Weird.
said, "I'm sorry for what I said," and that's it.
And he got away with it.
And he got away with it, and he's back on gig. Do
Hopefully,
we
he
believe-
loses a lot of his following. I mean, I would think.
One would hope so. I mean, that's a
But I don't
terrible
know.
thing to say. That's something that should not be said. And if you're a fan of Neon still after that, I don't know how you support him. It is something
Yeah.
he said, not do. And there is a difference between saying and doing. And you can make dark jokes, but when you're threatening that, I feel like that's
Threatening a minor is insane.
extremely wrong.
Especially something like that, yeah.
And obviously he's not actually going to do it, but it's wrong. It's just fundamentally wrong to do something
It's-
like that. And I've talked about it a million times. When it comes to minors, I have a different opinion on things. I just do
Oh.
have a different opinion on things.
I mean, I think-
that
yeah, I think
everything
most
is
people do.
scaled to 10x.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, we need a content cop on that guy.
A content
Honestly.
cop? I
Yeah,
don't know.
dude, a
Yeah.
content cop in the modern day
Content cop,
on
Neon.
A
Sick.
modern day content cop would go, it might go good, but it also might go terribly.
If it was on Neon, though, like, no one would be disagreeing, you know?
That's a good point,
And for
though.
those of you who don't know what Content Comp is, it's a it's an old YouTube series by iDubbbz where he would basically just go into all these creators who did like some awful shit. He would just basically just shit talk them for like 30-40 minutes. And they were very good videos.
Yeah, and you make
Very
valid
good.
points too.
And no, they were really good points. They would expose people and like literally ruin careers. And low-key, not trying to say that like, I don't think Neon's someone who should have a platform like that. I think he's a immature child who can't mature in a world where he has it all. Like he's like a spoiled prince, like a spoiled king or a spoiled prince. That's like never actually seen what the real world is like, in my opinion. And so I think that
Probably.
losing his platform would be very humbling and very beneficial.
Helpful for him, even.
Yeah, as a human being.
Maybe if he comes back in 5 years and he's a better guy, that I would
Right.
have a different opinion on it.
feel like
But
Fuzi's
currently, I
too-
don't think him saying, "I'm really sorry," deserves him getting back on the platform. Oh my gosh.
Oh no.
I don't know about the 5 years thing. I don't know. There was also another YouTuber that we're talking about, content cops, who also had 5 years to be going away, and he came back about the same. His name was
Who?
Leafy.
Oh, Leafy's here, dude.
Yeah.
Leafy's an unhelpable case, though. I mean, if you've seen Leafy, he does it all to get the bag, and then he quits, and then he gets off YouTube or whatever. He does it to
Yeah.
get his money, and then he said that multiple times. Leafy is a different case, I think, than most people.
Yeah, hashtag
think-
no chin.
Yeah, exactly. I think.
Yeah, it's
I think,
hard. It's hard to compare.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Ah, that's hot. Ah, that's hot. Yeah, I don't think you
Sorry.
compare him to Levy, but I do want to mention like Rice Gum. Like I think about Rice. I don't like say that he's a good person now when I don't really know that, but I know he's back on the platform and
He's back on
Has
Rumble,
been-
I think.
He's
yeah,
he's
and
the
has
same.
been doing like a lot more like normal stuff from what I've heard. So I don't know if that still holds true. 'Cause actually, I haven't checked him out, but I've heard that he's gotten a lot better.
Why is dude so good?
a little bit, but he's the exact same minus just all the scummy stuff he got up to.
Well, that's the part that we wanted to lose, right? That's the
Huh?
That's the part you don't want, right?
Yeah, no, but he still acts like an absolute buffoon,
Oh,
in my
okay.
opinion. At
I
least
think
from what I
that's
see
always
of him.
what he's been, though. He's always been a buffoon, low key. But
People are
that's
An
okay.
absolute buffoon.
That's
Yo,
okay,
what
though.
up?
I
It's
think
me,
that-
Brian.
I think a
You can call
buffoon
me.
is okay. I think being a buffoon on the internet is okay. I think that's what most
I think
people
being
on the internet are.
disrespectful or
Being disrespectful is a big thing.
just
Oh,
vile, just
yeah,
straight
well,
up vile in Neon's case. That's awful.
I think I used the wrong word then. Instead of buffoon, let's say
tomfoolery.
tomfoolery.
No, it's not a good word.
I keep making jokes off his name.
Awful dude. Dude.
But yeah,
Let's just call him
do
Ryan.
we think that deplatforming is necessary sometimes?
Yes.
I would say yes. Who decides that? I don't know. It's not me. It's definitely not me.
people.
I'm not a perfect person, and shall not cast the first stone. for a
I'll
house.
cast it. I think she can ban it.
Zero will always cast the stone.
And I don't think I'm really good at passing stones.
Do we think
Are you?
that Kanye should be deplatformed? Then
Whoa. Okay. That's actually a fair point.
that's what
I-
I have to bring that up because in the case of this, we have to talk about it. Deplatforming.
That's actually a good
the,
point.
the class. Like that is the case of deplatforming and separating the artist from the person or whatever.
The art from
Or
artist.
whatever.
That was
Art from the
crazy.
artist.
That
And
was
one would
crazy.
argue that Neon's art is streaming, and him saying something bad on a stream once is different from the rest of it. Is it?
I think. Okay, I'm just gonna say it. I think what
Personal threats, maybe.
Neon did, personally, I think what Neon did is a lot worse than what Kanye did. That being said, I don't think Kanye is the best person. I don't think he's a good person. I used to be a big supporter, like defender of Kanye and his actions. I don't think that I don't
His
defend his
recent
actions.
have gotten worse for sure.
Yeah, in like, you know, and if we're gonna mention like the stuff he said about like Jewish people and stuff, he like issued apologies for that stuff. But just as a human being, I've seen a lot of like trashy stuff that he's done. That even with or without the apology, it's like that's just kind of a crappy thing to do. I think he's unhinged, Kanye though, since his music is, I mean, it's objectively amazing music, and he's defined the hip hop as an industry. He's changed music forever. I mean, that's if you look at you can look at charts and stuff for like certain albums he's made that inspired other creators. He's like, very influential, one of the most influential artists of all time. So, I don't want to defend him because I think he's not that good of a person, but I want to see him do and be well because of his influence. Whereas Neon has never done anything, had anything good to offer. Has never had anything good to offer. Kanye West, he still he still does some good things like donating to charity and stuff like that. But he's done many things for the good of humanity and that's changed art and music.
Right.
Whereas Neon just
Has done nothing.
is a kid who's had it all his whole life, and yeah, I mean, he's spoiled, But that's my
Yeah.
take on that. What about you guys?
No, I agree.
No, I agree. I definitely understand. I think it's very hard. It's very hard. You
To
know,
just say like good or bad, or
it's hard to say good or bad. It is really hard to say good or bad, and I'm gonna disagree with most of the time when they say good or bad, because everybody's opinions are different. I honestly think this sounds weird, but I genuinely think that at certain points we should just put it to a vote. That sounds crazy, but just put it to a vote. Streaming sites can have a vote where they talk and they say, hey, these people, there's been a big case for them being banned on our site. What do you guys think? Put it to a vote. If it's voted that they should be banned, then that's clearly the consensus, and they're going to get hated on if they're not banned. If it's voted that they should not be banned, then they shouldn't get banned. That's all there is to it. And I think that it makes sense to do that. And I think that way, everybody's moral slate is clean because everybody got a say.
I think you're right, buddy.
And as long as we could hold that in a way that is unbiased, then I think it would be okay. I mean, in the same way that our government is run, everybody knows that good and bad is not a clear line. It's something that's designed by the general populace. It just is.
And I also think that, we're taught at a young age that like morality is so like black and white. I really think a lot of it's gray. Where it's just like, people have good things to offer. There's some good parts and there's some bad parts. And like, I think that's just the reality of a human being, is that you have good things and you have bad things about each and every person that we kind of ignore. And I think that like for a lot of these people, we're just witnessing the bad parts and stuff like that. So.
No! Merlin! Sorry, Cyril. I cut you off. My bad.
Merlin's my
No,
goat.
this is like, Merlin just stunted on us, I'm not going to lie.
Never thought King Arthur would freaking...
But yeah,
the
I think
downfall
that's
of it.
honestly a good spot to end the podcast, considering I just took another W.
Merlin,
anyways.
just a real.
Did Merlin? Did he take 4 shots and 2 goals? Huh? Did he? Huh? Did he have 326 score, an MVP tournament winner? Huh? I don't think so. I don't think Merlin did that. I think I did that. I'm just kidding. I'm not actually good at Rocket League at all. I think we're all gooning around here. I mean, or edging
Especially
around,
me.
possibly. With that being said, I think we had a great podcast here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. And if you're at the premiere, go check out this video that's about to pop up right after it ends.
Yep.
See you B-dubs later.
Check out Seal's OnlyFans.
See you.